shit, I was not paying attention. I don't know if I'm live. It's been loud regardless. I'm live, wonderful, great. Confirmation achieved. Testing audio. Talking. Let's find out if I'm making noise. I'm making noise, wonderful. Okay, welcome. Slight hiccup there, but welcome once again to the Monday night SciFiAIguy stream, wherein I play sci-fi games with AI themes. This is State of Mind. I believe the last time we'll be playing this game. The 11th session of playing it. So, a decent run, particularly on this channel, I would say. Yeah, we're right near the end, according to vague information, intentionally vague information I've been given about how much longer we've got to go, the amount of chapters and how many sections there are per chapter, etc, etc. And things have certainly heated up. I think in terms of revelations, we've kind of got all of the big ones. Now, all that remains is whether this game will answer the questions we have as viewers/players. So just to recap what we found out last episode, in which we had a sort of one-player co-op, where we were switching between Richard and Lydia. I think Richard is the name of the complete shitheel that we're playing. Yeah, Richard, yeah. Yeah, so we were playing as Richard and Lydia in the sewers, and, you know, getting a train working, and all that sort of very cool, lot of video gamey stuff, actually. A lot of problem solving, so to speak. We discovered that, yes, James, our son, our digital son, is in fact an AI of sorts, which is novel, to say the least. And we sort of pegged that already. We kind of knew that was on the cards. But what is interesting about James as AI, particularly as regards City 5, the uploaded space. Oh yes, also, so James was our real meat son. So there's a real meat son and a James AI, and I think the idea is that the AI has been put into the meat body, and now we've been raising him, but now he's also in... Actually, yeah, I'm not sure. At any rate, I know that there is an AI, and I know that there is a meat boy, and I'm guessing they're the same, because they can grow people, and they can put a human brain into a computer system, so I'm gonna go out on a limb. The meat son was always an AI from Babby. Yeah, I think so too, Crafty. But anyway, yes, James the AI in City 5, as it stands, the purpose of these people growing up in this AI alongside, or growing up in this simulation alongside an AI, is that as James grows in potential, as he becomes more powerful, the brains of other people inside the same simulation will also have access to his potential. That's the thinking behind it, which I will admit is new. It is new to me. I've not heard of this before, and I've conducted not exhaustive research, because I don't have the time or the energy or the resources, but I would say relatively thorough research into plots around AI, and this is the first time I've heard of this. This is novel to me, and it's not going to be the point of the whole story, I expect, which is fine in that the point of the whole story they've tried to keep it a human story the whole way through, and I think they've achieved that. I don't like Richard, and I'm going to keep on not liking him, even though we get crumbs of redemption. They're few and far between, and Richard just sucks. He just sucks out loud. But they've followed his story and they've tried to make his motivations about people as opposed to about obscure and abstract things. So from a writing perspective, I'll credit that choice, that direction. But yeah, this whole James thing felt kind of throwaway last session in terms of, or it feels throwaway in that I've liked everything that the game has offered once they've started tying everything up. But the sort of note that I have, the constructive criticism, is that there is too much going on. They've tried to do too many things. They're growing bodies, but they've also got an AI, but they're also uploading people. There are so many different tropes, and maybe the take is meant to be that we're meant to be so enmeshed in this sort of media that we can take these in our stride. And indeed we can. We're not questioning too much that they've made an AI. That's not a plot point like it would have been decades ago. It's not the only thing that it's resting on. But it is resting on a lot. It is trying to do a lot in a relatively small space. So, and the delivery system of it has been a bit wonky at times. Because they've tried to go for a lot of reveals and a lot of interest and a lot of suggestion, some stuff goes unanswered. And I don't mind things going unanswered, necessarily. But yeah, maybe the structure could have been a bit different. I don't know. I'd have to do a breakdown of the whole thing to unpack that more. The best I can say is that they didn't stick the landing. Crafty's saying that they missed Soma in comparison. And yeah, Soma was indeed toit. Soma was amazing in how it delivered things. Because it did what it did, and it did it really fucking well. It didn't do more than that. At least not to me. Not to us. Yeah, so Tracy is indeed the nanny bot, as we guessed. Lydia isn't a sleeper agent, it would appear. She was just in the right place at the right time. It's just sort of plot convenience, destiny / whatever. Sure, okay, I'll roll with that. Unless she is a sleeper agent, and we're about to get that reveal. Walter apparently knew about the breakpoint symbol, or at least I think he did, because I feel like the breakpoint symbol was in his notes, which means he might have known about the sewer base. Which, okay, Walter, part of the Resistance, that makes sense because he was sort of off the rails and collecting notes on Kurtz et al. But I'm pretty sure I saw a Walter amongst the frozen people in the hidden Kurtz lab. But that could have just been another Walter. Or I might have just misread something. It's entirely possible. Apparently there's brain DRM, which was coined by Crafty, I believe, which is an amazing and weird plot point. So there have been uploads into the system of James and Tracy. The Tracy upload went poorly, and the James upload, I guess, went well. But it is very important that we get their downloaded brains back into their bodies, but we have their bodies. So, again, it's this idea of, are they copying consciousness or are they porting it? So, Richard was a bad copy. We know this because he got to talk to himself, and Adam was incomplete and not great. But yeah, I just don't get why Richard thinks he needs to he's got the bodies of his loved ones. Why doesn't he wake them up and get on with his life and do other things? Go to the beach, maybe. Yeah, so Simon, the robot, the home robot, who is also, a Destiny boy, has been tasked with fetching their bodies from the airport. And we've just arrived at the breakpoint base in these sewers. Crafty saying all consciousness transport is copying, but I guess they delete the original foolishly. I mean, maybe. That would be... Yeah, that would be weird if they wipe the brain. Yeah. This is what happens when you treat something that is not a physical entity as a physical entity, which is to say consciousness. Consciousness is a property of a physical entity. Alright, let's play this fucking game. Let's finish this goddamn game. A little bit more volume, just to be, I don't know, maybe it's probably not. Here we go. Good, yes, this is exactly where I departed before. She ascended. That's right, she's dying, and it looked like she was sacrificing herself to go and get answers by ascending the elevator before us, and it was this little martyrdom shot, and now
Nobody's
she's
there.
Here.
I can't believe it.
Look, here, in that chair.
It's Jeff.
That's Jeff. Jeff Kozowski.
He's not moving. Is he alive?
It's an upload unit. They actually managed to build one.
Do you think it works?
Seems to. His body is alive, but he isn't here.
So, he's up there.
Yeah.
In City 5.
Yep. He's on his mission, looking for the servers. If he finds them, it's all over.
He's so familiar.
Let's cut off his way back here. Come on. All right, Jeff. Now you're stuck up there.
Now you're
Unless
dead.
he finds another body to download into.
But not here. We're in charge of what happens here now. If we want to download Tracy and James, we need to find out how to do it.
Even if we could, their bodies aren't here.
Simon, send him the coordinates.
Do you really think he'll do it?
He'll do what is right.
What? Okay, so they've just confirmed what we thought.
We have to find out how this whole thing works.
You've just done something pretty nasty to Jeff. And I mean, Jeff fucked us over, but I don't think they've acknowledged how weird and bad this is, what they've done. It's not like stealing somebody's keys. If Jeff's brain is elsewhere, he slumps like the bodies that I ditch in Dishonored 2. I just need to recognize that. Dishonored 2 has pretty good, and which is to say comical, ragdoll when you ditch a body in a corner. Yeah, so if Jeff's mind can't get back to here and he encounters trouble in City 5, he dies there, right? He's sort of locking him out of his house. Crafty saying, I'm Richard and I hate robots, and also they have a moral core and choices. Yeah. Yeah, he's decided now that Simon is cool and good. Because we as the player know that Simon is cool and good.
Look at this. Those are the Montauk databases. Part of them anyway. Kozowski must have stolen them. These are the VR plans. There's a download interface in a big building in the center. The Dome. That's where John needs to go. I have to talk to him.
Do you have his contact?
Yep, here.
Okay. I have his contact, but I can't call him. Alright. What's the other triangle that I meant to be? Okay, let's tool around the space. Once again, incredible environments, even down to the pizza on the table and the fucking OTT rig they have over here. Awesome. The lighting coming up from below. Visually, this game is so strong. Aha. This is how I... Oh wow, yeah, those are
There
contacts
you
I'm
go.
putting on. Amazing.
Calls are working again.
Yeah, cool. Just a subtle, like, yeah, this is how our AR system works. That's great. That's cool and good. I like that as a choice.
John! Thank God. Listen, we don't have much time. A man, someone from Breakpoint, is up there with you. If he finds the servers...
He won't. He's not smart enough. He's human.
Human?
What do you want from us?
What I want?
What I mean is... I saw the recordings you sent.
You have? But that's fantastic. And? Do you understand now that we...
I understand. For the better.
Is something not right? Is there something you want to ask me?
I've seen you with her, your lover.
What? Oh, but that is not
You
what you think.
despise Mom. You hate me. So what do you want from us?
No, what makes you say that?
She wasn't pretty enough for you. You didn't want a child. You don't want us. And we don't want you.
John, you can't have seen that in the recording. It didn't happen like that. You are my family.
I have to go.
John, I swear to you...
I'm sorry.
John, wait!
I'm so glad I made the call here. I didn't mean to choose that lighting, but that lighting was chef's kiss excellent.
Lydia, I'm sorry.
I am sorry. He was completely right, Richard. You did say all that.
I said much more than that.
Even if there are things you can't simply take back.
Arrgh.
I can't take it anymore. I need to find that data. He needs to watch it again, all of it.
Oh, really?
What you uploaded for Adam...
Was the data from this database? Yes! Got it.
Okay. So it was from here. Oh, we're playing as John, James, Jim, the AI. Jimmy John. Cool.
Sometimes I think he's not really my son. As if she just inserted him into my life.
Oh, I
That
see.
really
There's more to
does
the
sound
fragment.
awful. Does James know?
God, no. Well, maybe he senses it. I don't know.
You don't love your own son?
No, of course I love him. I love him more than anything else in the world. I want to get closer to him. I want us to be father and son, for us to be happy. You get me?
Yes.
Richard was right. Don't you get it, Henry? He didn't lie. I remember now. Remember everything.
But John, if you're not real, then I can't be your friend. That hurts my feelings. Feelings come out of your happy brain, remember?
I am real. I'm just not real here. I have to go back to my family. My proper family. I have to call Richard.
I have to call Richard, which is to say Dad. This fucking saccharine bullshit.
I could tell you another story. Or we could paint a picture together. Or play a game.
Henry, there's no point in telling me a story, or painting, or playing with me, because I'm not me.
There you are.
You have to help me. I have to talk to Richard.
This... being small now is very strange. Also, I
It's
have
an
access
object
to the
from real
holopin board.
world. I can see it. I can see the other side.
What exactly did you watch there at Adam's Cloud Hub?
It's Mother.
John, it's late. You should be in bed.
There's no such thing as late. None of this is real. Oh, of course, I go to the Cloud Hub and I unpack it. Just like before? No. No. I go to the holopin board. No. Did I... Oh, fragment. Oh.
Do you see? It's home. I can see it. I can see everything now.
Can you? What are you saying exactly? Oh, we have a place. Hello, place. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're now the young boy AI, and it's very strange. He wants to go home. He wants to be back in his real body, not realizing that well, he should just be a copy. It's just so annoying. It's so annoying and weird. It's one of these things that's presented as if it is intuitive. Like, yes, of course, it's meant to make sense. It's meant to just feel correct. And it doesn't. I'm meant to interact with these. Whoa, that remember that. That one's weird. Examine note. Dear John, Adam and I will be coming home later today. Please stay in the apartment and wait for clinic bots. Okay. I can't leave. Child lock. Okay, that tracks. I saw a fragment in here. I saw a fragment in here. Did I miss one? No, there's Luther. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's possible to make a game that feels like it's meant to have an ending and then it doesn't, and you're stuck somewhere fruitless and trapped. I wonder if there's a way to do that so that you still pull it off, so that it still feels good, or at least people don't just immediately pan it. I mean, some people would hate that, of course, because it would be frustrating, but the point of it would be to be frustrating, right? Like, that would be the message you deliver at the end. You would have to deliver on a lot of other things, and then just this one thing is endless, and you need to, I guess, convey to the audience, to your gamers, through context, that it's not that the game is broken, and it's not that something didn't load or glitch, or something glitched. It's that... Oh, please use your own hub, of course. It's that this you might as well turn it off, because you can't win now. Like, that would be the point of that. I wonder if there's a way to pull that off. I can't use my own hub? Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do now. Crafty's saying they would just think they got the bad ending and try again, maybe. Yeah, it would be so difficult, and I think it's because it's something that's possible in games, but a lot of the culture around, a lot of the expectations and literacy around games sort of prohibit that as a creative choice from working. Because obviously a book has an ending, you know, a song has an ending. Or a song on a website could, you know, loop forever. Could reach a point and then just have this infinite outro. And you will eventually navigate away from it, because of course you will. But, you know, Nyan Cat sort of did that for us as a people. That's sort of done, I think. In its own sort of small, modest way, perhaps. I really want to finish this game. This fucking sucks now. Now I'm just frustrated. Is it the hollow board? No. Can't use the hollow board. No, okay. Am I meant to call... I'm meant to call Richard, aren't I?
No connection could be
Nope,
made.
I'm not.
Contact City 5 services if this condition continues.
Come on.
We could go visit Dr. Sykes. Dr. Sykes is your friend. He can help you.
You have to help me, Henry. Everyone else is a liar. Dr. Sykes, the governor, Amy, Adam, they all lie. The bot network. Maybe it'll work with the bot network.
But I'm just a toy, John. I have no access to the higher levels. Imagine the network as a big onion.
Not now, Henry. I need to restore the connection.
Okay. Your mother's on the bot network, right?
Sally, can you access your network? Can you bypass the locks?
I'm sorry, John. I can't help you. I am damaged. Someone will come to pick me up.
Okay, you're not a robot.
Damaged, Sally. You're just not yourself anymore. Just like me.
There are differing opinions about that.
I think I know who you are. I think you're not even a robot.
Of course I am, John. A Y-series android.
Forget all of that. What do you remember, Sally? Who are you really?
I'm your nanny, John. Who else? But I'm damaged. Not able to compute.
Would a robot break a glass?
No.
Maybe you did, because you're not a robot.
Or because I'm damaged.
Why can a robot not break a glass? Are they that
If
perfect?
I disappeared, would you be sad?
Of course.
Even if I was some other kid?
I do not know. I am your nanny. I am pre-programmed for you.
I think you're more than my nanny.
I do not understand, John.
She doesn't believe me. I have to try something else.
Damaged robots must be reported and recalibrated.
Oh, here we
Do you
go.
remember this?
This item is not in my database.
But the melody. Do you remember the melody?
So is he creating these
No.
fragments because he remembers the previous apartment?
My ring. That is my ring.
Sally, robots don't wear rings.
No,
Sally, get the fuck
I
out.
do remember. Therefore, I must be damaged.
Do you know what this is?
A memory module from the Base 5 series. Old.
You have a module like this. Do you think this is you? A small metal box?
I do not know.
Is that meant to be a jab at, like, how could you be reduced to a computer thing? If you showed someone a picture of a brain.
This man. Do you recognize him?
No,
What do you feel when you see him?
I do not know. I feel something. I'm not sure what it is.
It's motherfucking anger.
You see, that's us. You and me.
No.
Look at it.
John.
It's my fault.
Sally?
Well, you've done it now.
James. James, I'm so sorry.
James?
It was an accident. I couldn't rescue you. I tried, but there was just so much blood.
Here we go.
But I'm still alive.
They said they could help you. What should I have done? I had to believe them.
I am here. You did rescue me.
It's not the same, James. Being here and being alive is not the same.
Then let's go home. Please, you have to disrupt the bot network. We have to talk to Richard. Please, Mom.
I am ready. Thank you. I now have full access to family data.
Richard.
So, okay. Here's my take on what they're angling for here. You have being here and being alive are not the same thing, is something that she said, which I find novel, because they've tried to put forward the idea that being alive in this VR is not the same, is not good enough, isn't real, and therefore it's shitty and fake and it's awful and it's bad, right? Okay. If there's some people would feel that way. I get that. Not all people would, but some people would. Possibly even the majority, but not all. Which is to say, I'm not entirely sure anymore. But anyway, that's the premise of a lot of stories like this. Oh, if it's not real, then it's not real, right? If you can find a layer beneath that is actually more real, then you should be there, and anything else is just bullshit. But here she is, not resurrected, but, you know, recreated, copied, moved, as we are now given to believe, thanks to Jeff and his, you know, brain being absent from his body functionally. But she was in one place and now she's in this place and she doesn't feel real. Then we've got James, who, for her, was given life. But being here and being alive and being here are not the same. So she knows that we've got this, you know, James thing that is an AI that she, on some level, feels isn't her son, maybe, or it feels it's incomplete, or I don't know. I mean, she did raise this kid, so you know that it's your son. You were a mother to a son. You did that. Yeah, that's the parallel they're going for with that line. And I don't mind it as a choice in terms of lining up those parallels here in this moment to construct this scene. I think I get that. I get what they were going for, I think. Crafty pointing out that these emotions are also wooden and weird. I have no idea if it's supposed to be because they are both robots or because they can't write for beans. But I think she's speaking in this way because she's speaking in robo voice, and I think that's just a choice that they rolled with. And I think the kid, this is just how he talks. Could be a child actor thing. Yeah. I think... I mean, it could be that the direction is that they're meant to be slightly wooden / saccharine because of, because they are roboids. Can I call Richard now?
James,
Hey.
my God. Listen, I understand that it's really not what it looks like.
No, it absolutely
I know,
is.
Dad. I saw it all.
Yeah? And?
You told the truth.
Yeah,
But you shouldn't have done it, despite everything.
I know. Let me make it up to you. Make everything up to you. I miss you, kid. Come home.
I don't know if that's possible. And I don't know if I can.
You can. We'll help you. Okay?
Mom's here too, but she isn't quite herself yet.
We have to get you to the dome. Wait here. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Hey there, kiddo.
Hey, Dad.
What are you doing?
Hide and seek. With Henry.
That's nice. Listen, I won't be coming home tonight. Amy and I are at the opening of Project Independence. Will you be okay alone? Sally will take care of you.
It's okay.
Great. Stay in the apartment, okay? You'll be needed.
Okay.
What, John?
Goodbye.
John, we'll see each other again tomorrow. Behave, okay?
It's the clinic bots. Henry, you have to win some time.
Your father would not like it, John.
Adam isn't my father.
Win some
Lock
time?
the door.
Am I hiding? Is this a hidey?
Betty? It's
You
me,
have a
Henry.
new message from Aunt Joan.
I can't. John isn't here. I'm too small to open the door.
Well, there are notes
I don't know who locked
everywhere.
it. Who would want to lock me in?
Oh no, contacts. Oh, message box.
Hello, John. It's your great Aunt Joan here. How are you? I thought maybe we could play a game together today. Give me a call if you want to.
Okay. No, can't. Okay.
I know, Betty. Some humans are very irresponsible. I'd love to, Betty, but
Oh,
John isn't
notes are
here.
just... Okay,
He's
notes are appearing
outside.
everywhere.
I don't know. I'm just a toy.
Were they... There were not this many
I'm
notes
afraid
before,
we're
right?
talking in circles, Betty.
What am I doing?
Betty?
We have to get you to the dome. Wait here. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, that's it? I was just meant to wait? I was just meant to see a lot of notes and get stressed? It's gonna break through. It's gonna glitch in. Whoa!
John? John? What's going on here? I could tell you another story. Or we could paint a picture together. Or play a game.
Henry, there's no point in telling me a story, or painting, or playing with me, because I'm not me.
We've had this talk. I'm warning you, stay where you are. Destination not authorized.
Don't be
Get in.
unreasonable. John, you can't fly alone.
Mom?
Okay, this is reasonable. Bam. So, how/why? Did we get a car? Somehow Richard did it, maybe? Don't know how. Weird. Weird.
Sally?
She has shut herself down again. Should I try to wake her?
There's no time. She'll catch up. Let's go, Henry.
We can still turn around. Do you
Nah.
know what you're getting into?
Nope. But I must
What
create
did you mean
content.
when you said, let's go home? This is your home, John. And why does Sally call you James? John?
Henry, fucking check the wiki or something, man.
There's no doors here.
And there'll be a good reason for that. Look, John, you tried everything, but now it's time to go home.
James, is everything okay? Where are you?
I'm in the dome, but I can't go any further. There's no doors.
Okay, it'll be fine. Maybe I can help you from here. It's true, no doors. Seems to be some sort of safety system.
How?
But the code is infinite.
I see it. I can guide you.
What? John? What the hell? That's...
He's changing the code?
Wait, what's this? Room layouts. I think I can change the structure of the rooms from here. I don't know how you did it, John, but it worked.
You did
Do you
it.
see the marks on the floor? Stand there. When I change the room, you'll be safe.
Aha. And here's the puzzle. Call Richard.
Maybe another layout will get us further.
Okay,
It's
let's try layout
working.
2.
There's a shaft here now.
Okay, so that's the way in. We've closed the way in, and now we've got that. And that's a door? Nope. What am I... I mean, layouts 2 and 3 are just two different kinds of hallways, right? Am I missing something?
There's a door in here now, but I can't open it.
Wait.
Wait a moment.
Is there another one of these? No, this is just it. Presumably. Yeah, okay. Oh, I tried to jump. There is no jump. Okay. All right.
Try a different room, Dad.
Oh. And now there's this. Aha.
Through
Oh.
that very tight shaft?
Oh, I'm Henry. Whoa. Oh, okay. Henry's squiddy ways are exquisite.
Great. But how does John come here now?
Okay.
Maybe it's one of the other versions.
to?
Henry, I have to find him.
Oh. No? Okay, so I wasn't meant to go here. So back in layout 1. I go to here. This is ahead, right? I've maneuvered further. Okay, I think.
John, I don't think I was made for these kind of tasks.
Hey, we got him. Alright. Okay, for a minute I thought I was stuck and I was going to get real mad. Okay. How do I be Henry? How do I be Henry again? Oh, is that where he came from originally? And I've just now brought him with me, so I'm just meant to call Richard again. No, I'm pretty sure layout 1 is the way. I like this as an idea. It's just the execution is so jagged. It doesn't feel good to play. Oh. No, there's no become Henry button. Alright. So I am meant to change the layout. So this one was the only one that had a way out. I suppose I did have access to another security panel, didn't I? From one of these weird... Wait, but isn't this just me backtracking? Yeah, I feel like this is the way I came in and then I sent Squidbilly that way. And he came out over there. So maybe I go here then? Is this... Okay, so it's layout 2, and I get Henry to scout here. Yes.
Through the shaft, you say? What about now, John?
Great fucking question. What about now? Okay. This lets us go back this way. This traps us forever. This lets us go this way. Into here. Great.
And now? What now?
Now we... Hey! And now we're out. Cool. That's sort of funky.
What now? I can't see a way on the other side.
Trust me.
Okay, with the big zoom out, it's visually pretty cool. Yeah, if I sprint... Oh, I felt like I was getting dangerously close there. No? Okay, it's stuck there. And it doesn't just go any direction, it's always dead ahead. Alright, cool. Oh, but it does fall away now. Whew. Let me sip my beverage. Ooh. Good dustiness. Makes for an infinite city that you don't have to render the entirety of. Alright, let's jump in
Fly
here.
back, Henry. I'll do the rest. Try to wake Sally.
But somebody has to take care of you, John.
Richard will. Goodbye, Henry.
John!
Is the whole point of this story boy reunites... dad reunites with son, and to hell with the wife? Thought I was Henry for a minute there. Oh, Crafty saying we're getting close. Wizard of Oz. Okay, so we're about to presumably run into Kurtz, and... Well, Kurtz is the mayor. I forget the name he gave himself, but he's the mayor of this city. And Amy, who is the wife of Adam here, is... That's Valerie, I think. And Valerie being the lady who animated a lot of the bodies and stuff. I think that's the dealio. Yeah, there they are hanging out. That's... Yeah.
John, my boy, what are you getting up to?
It's sort of my dad also, in that he also created me.
Today is a big day. You should be at the Infinity Plaza.
So I'm not sure if he did the coding, but
with
you know,
your father.
He funded the project.
With me.
It's over, Richard. Don't you understand? John belongs here.
Dad?
Yes, it's over. Breakpoint will destroy your project.
Breakpoint?
Let him go.
That was close. Maybe we should disconnect now.
No, I'll take care of it. I'll head down again. Take care of the kid.
Let my boy go!
Huh. So they just discorporate the body here completely. I mean, fair enough.
James, keep calm.
Stay with me, John.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Charlie, we deleted him.
Oh, Charlie was...
That's Jeff.
Hey, Richard. How... Oops. Sounds as if I should leave you alone.
Jeff, call your people back. Stop this!
Sorry, but there's nothing left to be discussed. I just sent over the last server IDs. Everything will be over in a couple of minutes. And you? You have a front seat for the apocalypse. Be happy that you're not up here. Get off. I need the chair.
Ha! Give me that chair.
Raymond!
He's escaping!
Sorry, kid, but this thing here, there's no future in it.
Bwomp, bwomp.
I'm afraid there's no going back, Jeff.
What?
Your body. It's here. Next to the port.
You're at Breakpoint.
Maybe there is something to discuss.
Amy, I'm here. What's going on over there?
Very clever,
Oh,
Richard.
this fucking Skype
But I think I
conferencing.
found a body.
Stall him. I'll be with you in a second.
Oh no, Raymond. I'll be with you in a second.
Oh, shit.
No!
Oh, man. Okay. Overridden.
He's gone. He downloaded himself.
What? In whose body?
Raymond!
Hey, how's it going up there? Don't worry. 2 minutes into your deliverance.
I kept the same voice for
Okay,
some fucking reason.
Do what you want.
He's got the new Kozlowski voice now.
She also wants to escape.
Let her. We'll get you quicker.
I can't go on anymore.
Lydia.
Upload me.
What?
Do it. Please.
We're losing too much time. My God. Okay, quickly.
What? What?
Come on, come on.
Why? I don't want to die here. I want to die in this simulation.
Good luck, kiddo.
Wait, are we gonna put... Nope, okay.
Almost done.
A switcheroo? So Lydia's here now, and...
Lydia?
Hey, I'm here. Don't worry.
Who are you?
That's Lydia, James.
I'm alive.
Sir?
Simon, finally.
I have the bodies.
I've got your wife and son here on meat hooks. Like you wanted, right? On these meat hook drones? Perfectly normal ending.
James.
Mom! Mom is here.
I couldn't leave you here alone.
Richard?
Lydia, we have the bodies. We have to get James into the chair. Come now!
Go! Go to your father.
Ready?
Yeah.
I mean, if people are bombing the place, evacuating it, yeah, absolutely.
James?
Seems good. Crafty bring out the good point. What about all the other people in the sim? How many thousands will die? Great point.
Welcome back, James.
Sit in the chair, Lydia. I'll get you out of there. We have to get Tracy into the chair.
Wait, what?
I want Mom to go.
That's not your... It's... She's just a fragment now.
Don't
Wow.
you love her anymore?
James, listen.
Don't you want her to live?
Sir, I am afraid we're out of time.
Wow. What the fuck, game? Richard, you're gonna make an angry sigh and you're gonna do the right
Dad?
thing. Wow. Download Lydia into Tracy is a real choice that this game is offering, and we're not fucking doing it. Holy shit. Just cramming your mistress into your wife's body. Yeah, it's fine. No, it's everything's it's good. It's good and fine. It's fine. It's fine and good.
Fine.
I'm ready.
Fine. Petulant fucking... He didn't do it because it's the right thing. He did it because his son pestered him. Wow.
Good day, Richard.
Tracy.
I am Sally, Richard. I am happy to be with you again.
The city's collapsing.
Lydia literally asked to be uploaded. It's not like Richard was like, hey, I'm gonna upload you real quick. It's fine. It's fine and cool and good. Unless they had a conversation off camera about how this was the plan and now Richard's welched on it. That was all very weird.
John.
Adam, he's going to die.
It was his decision. There's nothing we can do.
Maybe we could. I could download it. To me.
What? The whole city?
The amount of data is too much.
I can do it.
You could die, James.
I won't allow it. He's not real, James. He doesn't exist.
Adam doesn't exist? I have to try.
Let him, Richard.
The other people exist. You shitheel. Man, there is a lot of fucking meat going to be left over in this freezer when they download City 5 into James but can't re-upload all the people in City 5 out of James into their bodies. Wow. Oof. There was no... yeah.
Fine. Okay. Then try.
Is the ending going to be that the city exists in James as like a
You
dream?
will make it, sir.
James!
Because what
Is
does uploading
everything
it into him do? How powerful is this AI?
Yeah, everything's okay. Let's go.
Go? Where?
He sounds bored.
Home.
We're all a dream that an AI is having. That's what State of Mind taught me. Yeah, Crafty beat me to the punch here. The human brain's infinite computational power? Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. And this has always been the take of consciousness as mobile, you know. But yeah, they're sort of the backwards compatibility here is well, their pitching is a bit ridiculous. Just always brooding, that man. They gave him a brooding face. Yeah, yeah. Why wouldn't we go inside the eye of the boy? Well, you know, Adam and Lydia are together now. What? Oh, Lord. Okay. So, trophy earned, roll credits, yeah. Trophy earned, behind children's eyes. So, trophy earned, family reunion. Okay, because of the different endings we picked. Whoa! Yeah, so what this narrative has pitched in the last, I'm being given all these names here. This is great. I can now be like, oh, these are the people who wrote the things. These are their names. I can quote them in the thesis. Yes. Place of Old. I did it. I did indeed do it. It is done. It took us a while, but we got through it. Because we don't always finish games on this channel, so I'm glad we did. Yeah. So they did bioengineer James/John. They talk about saving him in terms of, you know, in terms of what Tracy/Sally said on the couch. So we don't know to what extent it was a fetus that was saved and then augmented with high technology. We don't know to what extent a new son might have been grown. We don't know the limits or capabilities of the, you know, implants that people have. Clearly it's enough for them to go, you can't just download an entire simulated city into this kid's head with every... Like, there are so many people in that city that all had individual brains that presumably only run on the one physical human brain. And now you're saying thousands of them plus a city with all its physics, etc., and assets are being downloaded into one super brain thing. So obviously what they're trying to say is this AI is very powerful. It could be that because they're reducing human brains to information, if we're looking at this from a sort of Turing complete kind of thing, which is the storage space. It's just, it's boggling. But okay, so that's possible within that world, sure. What we've also learned is that Sally was a problematic upload/download/whatever. And I get that in terms of she was a fragment, but then they also made her into a robot. Like, I don't think when they fucked up Tracy's upload, she became a robot. I think they turned her into a robot. So they took her brain and they basically reprogrammed it to a degree. And then to change a reprogrammed, or to take a reprogrammed brain, a repackaged, rewritten brain, and then put that into a human body, I could see why that would be weird and strange and blah, right? It's that episode of Futurama with Bender. It's, you know, it's hijinks, and, you know, it has a kind of logic to it. But then on top of that, you've also got the Kozlowski fucking Kurtz thing, where you can override somebody's brain. You can rock up in their body and put your brain in them, thus presumably removing theirs. You even replace their voice, it would seem, because that makes total fucking sense. Crafty pointing out that the kid has many simulated people fucking inside his head at any given moment. Thanks for sharing, Crafty. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah. Like, they never explained why you needed to return a copied mind, because they were more than happy to have, you know, Richard and Adam running alongside. They proved that it was, like, if the whole idea is that it's information, then of course you can fucking copy it, right? Of course you can. You just write it down somewhere else. This is where the whole thing starts from. That's the portability of information. That's the premise of your narrative. But then you're saying, no, it's special information, though, and if you put it in one box, then it doesn't exist in the other one. And it's just, they undercut themselves pretty heavily with that. Any leg they had to stand on philosophically, they just tripped over themselves in an attempt to, I think, raise the stakes. Now, while we were seeing that sort of final scene in the apartment, reunited Richard, Tracy, and their son, I was thinking, how could this have been streamlined? And basically, if you cut that whole AI subplot entirely, if you cut that, right? You remove that completely. You still have this upload thing. you come up with a reason why it's taken from the brain. I mean, the way the Matrix did it wasn't a person that was moved. It was just somebody's senses being replaced. Their brain was still being run locally. It's just they were being fed information that was different. They were being fed a world, a dream world. So the need for body was there because the local hardware was still doing the work functionally. Yeah, Crafty saying the problem is conceiving of consciousness being simultaneously computable and also singular and portable. It is both data and the soul, which does not work. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you said that, if you removed the thing about the kid being a super powerful AI and just had this whole story about this weird dream world, and then the Kurtz plot about the kid and Tracy could be along the lines of, you know, maybe there was some questionable stuff about the kid's parentage. You know, maybe Kurtz is or felt like a grandfather. Like, you could have worked in the family more. There were writing choices that could have been made that could have kept a lot of the key tensions and a lot of the thrust in this game, narratively. But you strip out the stuff about James being an AI. But then you've still got Richard with a weird copy of himself in another place and he's still trying to rescue his son. I mean, you could even have like a weird corporate policy on the Kurtz end where it's like, no, once we put people in this system, we fucking put them on ice in the real world so as not to have any confusion or... Like, yeah, there are things they could have done, right? These loose ends could have been tied up and you could have brought it all together into a more cohesive, coherent plot, I think. You wouldn't have had the ending where the kid downloads a whole city, but that still doesn't work. I mean, yeah. It's weird. Yeah, Crafty pointing out, I think it could lose the whole building bodies part of the plot without losing anything. Lydia had cancer. Exactly. Like, Lydia has a terminal illness because then she might still want to be... She would still want to be uploaded, right? Like, she could still have attention there. There's a lot that could have been done with these characters. Like, setting aside the interesting ideas that they wanted to fuck around with. They put too many on the plate, and so some things got muddled and some things didn't get enough pride of place. And some ideas were, quite frankly, just ridiculous because they hadn't thought about consciousness and information enough. They were just using a lot of tropes. And as I mentioned, like, at some point along the way, it really did feel like they'd done their reading. It felt like there had been some level of research or understanding done. But again, it's hard to know how much of that is a deeper understanding of these concepts and then active, conscious choices within a text, within the narrative you're writing based on that research, and how much of it is things you've picked up along the way that seem cool, / look up while you're writing the work and sort of pepper in as pieces of interest. In the same way that, you know, while drafting my manuscript, there are some quotes in there that are interesting, and I think they add some interesting points. But I think people with genuine deep appreciation of history and of the context of those quotes are going to read those very differently and probably think some of them are a bit naff, weird, or in fact incorrect and wrong. But from the, you know, armchair historian perspective, have some workability. Yeah. Look, they got some things really, really right. I think there were some moments of writing and some of the choices there were really cool. The thing I mentioned earlier that they did that was original that I really liked, I can't remember what that was. Shit. Because I am quite tired. They did something really cool and I forget it. I'll have to rewatch this video. That's fine. I most certainly will if I'm to talk about this video game in any length. And of course, as I mentioned many times, the visuals were incredible. The level design, the mise-en-scene was fantastic. But they just... Oh, that's right. The idea that an AI within a VR, as it evolved and grew, would improve the lives of those within said VR. And I mean, there's also room there for Kurtz to have just been a charlatan, right? Like, he says things like that, but then later on he says, oh no, that was bullshit. I just wanted people to buy into my project. Like, with all these big tech ideas, now that I've done enough research into AI, or sat around long enough and read headlines and then waited and read headlines and waited and then read responses to that and read, deeper takes, the amount of things that get promised that are incorrect or unrealistic or weird, or the amount of things that get accidentally promised because language is slippery and different, and scientists certainly mean different things when they use common terms to what we mean. Machine learning as a term is a bizarre misnomer, and having, dug a little deeper, I've absolutely encountered people who work in, AI, and they know what they're talking about, and they know that the machine doesn't learn a fucking thing. Like, they know that the machine doesn't know things, air quotes, in the way that people know. But we still use the term machine learning, and that still leads to a sense of misunderstanding if you don't know what the computer does and doesn't, air quotes, know. Yeah. Anyway, this is me rambling. And I do like to ramble, but not all of it is fruitful. And I've done a lot of this rambling before on this channel. So, that was it. We've done it. We've finished State of Mind. And the next end of term appendix, how to apply the Apache license to your work. Wow. This was a look at those section breaks. This was literally a notepad document that someone just copy pasted into the end of the game, I think. It's possible that this was the contract they were told they had to put at the end of the game. Who knows? They don't expect a lot of people to sit through this, I'm sure. When I was young, I developed a habit of sitting through credits when I finished games as a sign of respect, and also as a way of commemorating it, because I didn't always finish games as a kid. I didn't have a lot of games necessarily, and some of them were beyond my ken, and I didn't have cheats for everything, so... Yeah, anyway, next game. We're playing Dex. Crafty picked it up for cheap in the rotting corpse of EB Games. And it is I think a 2D platformer that is a cyberpunk sort of RPG, I think. I think it actually has something approximating a plot. I initially blanched at the idea because it looked too simple, but I think we're going for it, which is to say it's in the house and we're going for it. So yeah, we should be playing that next week. We'll crack that open, give it a go, give it a look. Yeah, hopefully it's cool. It will be very different to this, which feels good. I like the idea of zinging about the phase space and not being stuck on the same kind of game over and over again. Play saying I did the same when I finished Star Fox with Aaron. Oh man, Star Fox. I tried so hard. Yeah, I did not. I played it with a friend, which is to say I watched a friend play a lot of it, and I did okay in some of the missions, but I don't think I ever actually... Cause if I recall, Lilac Wars, as it had to be called here in Australia on the N64, you had certain choices in levels that would lead you to different worlds, and even that was challenging. I couldn't even necessarily get to the world I wanted, which means that the whole campaign would be on the weird track, but that was such a cool idea. I really respect that as a game choice. Yeah. God, yeah. I've fucking got Star Fox on the Wii U, which is to say, I downloaded it. I grabbed it for cheap through the Nintendo store, and I tried playing it, and it is so hard. The controls feel weird because this was the same getting Mario Kart 64 on the Wii U. The controls just feel odd, and I don't know if it's because it's a ROM, or if it's just something weird about how they make controllers work now as opposed to then. Yeah, but no. I mean, we should bust it out at some point, place, because that game is so fucking good. I did not do well trying to. I did like the training mission, the training montage, like just a simulated dogfight, and I was absolutely terrible. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, and it was completely awful. And that was bad because I knew that those levels where you have to fight the enemy teams, I knew they were coming up. It's not just the pseudo side-scroll, like move ahead, shoot things. There are those actually like open world, or not open world, like a sandbox boxing ring type thing where you shoot folk. Yeah, bro day, get drunk and play Star Fox. I'm down for that. I'm absolutely down for that. God, that sounds really good. I mean, that sounds really good because packaged in that idea is the idea of having a weekend off and drinking, which I'm looking forward to having again. I'm looking forward to getting back to that. My God, these are the longest... I'm leaving these credits. They're actually just upsetting me now. There's too much. I'm not sitting through all of that. Plus, you know, they're right here. That's fine. Trophies. What did we not get? We did not become a good utopian. Oh, but did I not do enough of the see an enemy thing? Okay, sure. Okay. That's interesting. There's clearly other things that I could have got, like different endings, but they're not visible to me. Weird. Okay, we did it. We did it, and it's done. And it's done, and it's over. Thanks for sticking with me through this very strange game, through all of its ups and downs. I maintain that parts of it, I feel a strange affection for this game in certain ways. I really do. Like, they slipped up on some key things, but I think it was close. I think it was a lot closer than I might have realized initially when I started to get weird about it. Yeah, it saved itself in some odd ways for me in the latter section. I understand that's not everybody's view, and that's fine. But yeah. Alright, back in a week, we will play Dex. Thanks everybody. GG. See you next time.